There's a story you probably heard when you were a child, a fairy tale made for kids, but filled with deep meaning and timeless wisdom. Do you remember the story of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves? Ali Baba, just an ordinary man with no power, no wealth, and yet he stumbled upon the right magic words. Open sesame. With those simple words, he unlocked the gates to a hidden treasure buried deep behind the rocks. And from that moment on, Ali Baba's life changed forever. He stepped into a world of wealth, abundance, prosperity, and earned the admiration of thousands. Now think about this. What if the 40 Thieves had also known those magic words, open sesame? What would have happened then? Wouldn't they have also opened the treasure cave, lived a life of abundance, free from stealing, free from fear? Here's the interesting part. The treasure was always there. The treasure was always neutral. It didn't choose Ali Baba. It didn't reject the 40 Thieves. It didn't favor anyone. It didn't crown a master. It simply opened to the one who knew the magic words. And this is the moment you realize something powerful. We are the ones standing in front of that treasure cave every single day. The universe is a limitless bank, an infinite ATM. Money is not lacking. Opportunities are not lacking. What's missing is the energetic magic words to unlock the door. Just like Ali Baba, the one who knows how to say the right thing, feel the right vibration, that person opens the door. But the one who just stands there, wishing, hoping, without sinking their energy, they'll always remain outside the cave. And maybe you've been standing outside that cave for far too long. Let's be real, the reality we live in today isn't exactly easy. Financial pressure is always lurking, from utility bills, loan payments, to that uneasy feeling when you check your bank balance at the end of the month. Money, it might just look like numbers on a screen, but it can break a relationship, steal your sleep, or shake the peace in your mind. You're not alone if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, wondering, where am I going to find the money tomorrow? Or that quiet, heavy feeling of defeat when you've tried everything, manifesting, affirmations, gratitude journaling, and still money hasn't come. Here's the good news. You're not the only one who's been in that place. And even more importantly, it can change. There are people who were once broke, drowning in debt, trapped in financial chaos, who found their way out. And not by working 20-hour days, not by striking gold out of nowhere, but by discovering the hidden laws that quietly govern the universe and learning how to activate the frequency of prosperity from within. This video is the spiritual roadmap I hope you'll carry with you from this day forward, a map drawn from lived experience, ancient wisdom, and energetic laws that have already been proven to work. It will reveal to you the energetic codes, the special language the universe actually listens to. And when you apply these codes correctly, consistently, and with sincerity, you'll start to notice something shift. Not just in your finances, but in the very frequency of your life. You'll feel more at peace, even if your bank account hasn't changed yet. You'll start noticing opportunities that were invisible to you before. Doors will open, money will start flowing, gently, naturally, and right on time. You will no longer chase money. Money will be drawn to you. Not through hustle, not through begging, but by becoming energetically aligned with abundance. I'm not here to throw empty promises at you. I'm not saying watch this video and money will fall from the sky, but I promise you this. If you watch this video to the end and practice what I share, truly and consistently, you will begin to feel a deep transformation, not just in your bank account, but in how you see yourself, your worth, and your relationship with the universe. Step by step, you'll stop being the one searching for money and become the one that money naturally flows to. And now, you're standing in front of that stone gate, just like Ali Baba once did. But this time, I'll show you the exact magic words to open that door. I believe. You're not here by accident. The universe brought you to this video, to this exact moment, with this exact energy. We usually communicate with each other through words, through writing, speaking, and language. But the universe, it has its own language, a silent one. You can't hear it, you can't touch it, yet it's always there. It is the language of energy and vibration. And whether you believe it or not, you are communicating with the universe every single day through the energetic frequency you emit. Each one of us gives off a unique vibration, and the universe, in its infinite intelligence, simply responds to that exact frequency. Whatever's happening in your life, whether it's breakthroughs, chaos, delays, or feeling stuck, it's not random. It's all part of how the universe is responding to you. It doesn't speak in words, it speaks in resonance. So pay closer attention to the subtle, almost invisible signals that the universe has been sending you every single day. Sometimes you feel a strong emotion, a powerful inner pull, like a whisper inside, go this way, do this. You can't explain it logically, but something deep within you knows that is the step you must take. That's not just a coincidence. That's universal guidance, waves of energy gently steering you back into alignment. Then there are times when someone appears, right when you need them most, or an opportunity shows up just when you were about to give up. A door opens, even though you never knocked. You might call it luck or coincidence, but it's not. It's a reply. And sometimes you keep seeing repeating numbers like 1111, 222, 888. They show up on clocks, license plates, receipts, even your phone screen. You might write them off as random, but deep down, you know these are synchronization codes, signs that you're getting closer to the right frequency. Or maybe a stranger says something in passing, or you accidentally click on a video, or your eyes catch a line in a book you didn't plan to read, and it touches something deep inside you, a place you didn't even know was still alive. It wakes something up, it shifts something in you. That is the hidden language of the universe, a quiet whisper only the sensitive can feel. If you've ever had moments like that, then congratulations, you've started hearing the universe. You're getting closer to alignment. And now, all you need to do is this: learn to speak back on purpose. I don't want you to keep living passively, just waiting and hoping for signs to show up. I want you to become the initiator, the one who knows how to tune your own frequency to activate the flow of money, opportunities, and blessings into your life. Will guide you clearly and simply so that even if you're super busy or feel like this is all new to you, you'll still understand and be able to practice it. The only thing I ask of you is this: watch this video from start to finish. Don't skip, don't fast forward, don't miss even a second. Because even just one part skipped might be the piece you need. A small detail, yes, but one that holds the exact energetic key you need to place your order with the universe clearly and at the right frequency, to generate the kind of energy that magnetically attracts what you truly desire: money, opportunities, support, freedom, to open the gates of receiving so that money doesn't just come in spurts, but becomes a steady, flowing companion on your journey. And now the real journey begins. Let's go deeper into 5 powerful methods to consciously communicate with the universe. These are the practices you need to know. Method 1. Gratitude, the purest language to speak with the universe. If there's one simple yet incredibly powerful energy that can transform your entire life, it is gratitude. Have you ever noticed when we usually say thank you, it's typically after we've received something? A gift, some money, or a favor from someone? Most people express gratitude in a passive way, meaning they only feel thankful once what they wanted has already happened. But there is a higher level, a much more powerful energetic key, and that is active gratitude. When you practice gratitude proactively, you are vibrating as if you've already received what you desire. And in the universe's energetic laws, the frequency of already received always attracts more to receive. That's why people who maintain a steady state of gratitude each day, they live in a mindset of abundance, even before money arrives. There's a powerful line in the Bible, "To the one who has more will be given, but from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away." Gratitude is a vibrational confirmation. It's a declaration to the universe, "I see the good. I'm ready for more." Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds in science, once said, "Every day I thank more than 100 times, because everything I have is made possible by the efforts of others." He understood a vital truth. Nothing we have is created by us alone. Everything comes from connection, with people, with nature, and with the divine. Think about the meal you had today. Do you think you created it all by yourself? Of course not. There were farmers, transporters, cooks. There was sunlight, soil, water, and weather. Someone paid you a salary so you could buy the ingredients. All of that came together just so you could have one meal, and you were the one who received it. To not feel grateful for that is like cutting yourself off from the flow. Many people complain about paying rent every month. They feel regret when money goes out. But if you shift your perspective, you'll see reasons to feel thankful. You have a place to stay while it storms outside. You have a roof over your head to enjoy meals with loved ones. You have enough to pay your bills, while others still struggle just to find shelter. And that home was built by the hands of dozens of people. It's part of the miracle you're benefiting from. So if you truly want to expand your financial flow, first learn to connect to the universe's energetic bank through gratitude. A simple but incredibly effective exercise. Every day, take 5 minutes to either write down or whisper to yourself the things you're grateful for when it comes to money. Use sentence patterns like these to spark your vibration. I am truly grateful for something because it brings positive result to me and others. I feel happy to have something because with it I feel lucky to receive something because it helps me. For example, I'm grateful for my current job because it provides income to support my family. I'm thankful for this month's salary because I can pay my child's tuition. I appreciate the phone I'm using because through it I can learn, connect, and work every day. And don't forget to be grateful for the things that haven't arrived yet. Be thankful as if they're already here. I'm grateful for the money that's on its way to me. I'm thankful because I'm becoming a better financial manager. I'm grateful that my life is becoming more abundant each day. Because in the world of energy, emotion comes first, results come after. And if you want to go deeper, practice gratitude using energetic chain awareness. Don't just be grateful for the outcome, recognize everything connected to that outcome, and send gratitude to each element that made it possible. For example, you have a smartphone. It's not just a piece of tech, it's a physical manifestation of money you once created. And to make it happen, there were thousands of hands involved. People who mined materials, engineers who designed it, factories that assembled it, delivery people, sales staff, all the way to your hands. Be thankful for your phone. Be thankful for the job that helped you afford it. Be thankful for the people who made it. Be thankful to yourself for allowing yourself to be worthy of owning something so powerful. Appreciate everything you already have: a hot meal, a well-stocked fridge, a car that gets you where you need to go, the trips you've taken, the clothes on your back, the shoes on your feet, the home you live in, the very room you're sitting in while watching this video. Each of these is living proof that money has already flowed to you over and over again. And now, here's the deepest level. Be grateful even for your struggles. Why? Because when you can feel gratitude for the hard times, you're no longer trapped in them, and they begin to dissolve. You learn the lesson, you rise above the negative vibration, and you free yourself from repeating the same cycle. Remember this: blame holds you back. Gratitude unlocks you. Every time you feel gratitude, you are telling the universe, I've noticed your support. I'm awakening. I'm ready for more. So start seeing everything around you as a signal of the wealth that has already arrived. Be grateful for it. Every object, every moment, every challenge that shaped you. That is the fastest way to reactivate the flow of prosperity. And honestly, I don't believe you're too busy to spend just 5 minutes a day to say thank you. If 5 minutes a day feels like too much, then maybe, just maybe, you're not truly ready to open the doors of abundance. But if you do practice it, the universe will respond like Santa Claus delivering surprise gifts to you, consistently, endlessly, and right on time. Now let's move on to the second magic key. A language that transcends borders, religions, and civilizations. A language that needs no translation, and yet the universe hears it completely and fully. That language is prayer. Mitana 2, prayer, the purest language that connects to the heart of the universe. Have you ever prayed? I believe you have, but maybe you prayed during times of desperation, when you were broke, lost, or in pain. And did you notice? Most of those prayers weren't answered. Why? Because prayers born from fear only generate more vibrations of fear. The universe doesn't hear what you say, it tunes into what you vibrate. Prayer is not a desperate plea. Prayer is how you connect to the highest source. With a clear heart, pure intention, and elevated vibration. And today I want to share with you 2 upgraded prayer formulas, ones that not everyone knows. I once paid a lot of money to learn these, but today I'm giving them to you for free. A regular prayer is like walking slowly to the energetic bank of the universe. It's easy to get tired, easy to lose your way. But an upgraded prayer done the right way becomes a high-frequency aircraft, one that carries your wishes directly, accurately, and quickly to the treasure you're seeking. You don't need to follow a specific religion to pray. Whether you are Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, or don't follow any religion, you can still pray. In Islam, people pray 5 times a day to stay deeply connected with Allah. In Christianity, prayer is the heartbeat of the soul, the sacred bridge to God. In Buddhism, prayer is a seed planted in the field of consciousness, transforming karma and guiding the soul to awakening. No matter the form, the essence of prayer is the same. It's how your soul sends out its highest frequency, wrapped in pure intent, to directly connect with the divine. Write this down and practice it daily. Upgraded prayer formula, placing your order with the universe. 1. Begin with gratitude. Thank the universe for what you already have, even the smallest things. 2. Clearly define your desire. Be specific, detailed, and emotionally honest. 3. Explain why you want it. The higher your reason, the stronger the resonance. 4. Give thanks in advance, as if it's already done. This is the already received frequency. 5. Expand your prayer. Wish for others who are in need to also receive the same blessing. Here's an example of an upgraded prayer. I'm grateful that I have enough money to live fully and care for the people I love. I ask for abundant financial flow. I now have $1 million, so I can buy my dream home, invest in myself, and help others transform their lives. I thank you for already granting this to me, and I wish that everyone who needs this also receives it just like I have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Most people, when they pray, only think about themselves. They ask, please give me more money, let me win the lottery, make me luckier than others. But have you noticed? The most powerful prayers are not the most desperate ones. They are the most selfless. When your prayer is not just for me to have, but for me to have so I can give. When you say, I ask for abundance, not just for myself, but for everyone who needs this blessing, may they receive it too. At that very moment, your heart steps beyond the small self and touches the highest resonance level of the universe. I call this resonant prayer, using your limited power to access the unlimited power of the divine. What does science say about this? In physics, there's a phenomenon called resonance. When 2 frequencies vibrate in sync, they amplify each other many times over. This applies to sound. and it also applies to vibration, emotion, and prayer. Energy researcher Lynn McTaggart, author of The Power of Eight, conducted real-life experiments when a group of people prayed for one individual. That person recovered faster and became healthier. But here's the amazing part. The ones doing the praying also experienced powerful improvements in their finances, health, and emotional well-being. Why? Because when you pray for others, you multiply your own frequency. And when you pray for all of humanity, you create a massive wave of energy that ripples out and returns back to you. Because you are the starting point. It's like this. You throw a stone into a still lake. The ripples spread far and wide, and then they circle back to the exact spot where you threw it. You are the center of the resonance. The more positive vibration you send out, the more abundance will return to you. By now, you already have enough to change your life. But if you'd like to go further, let me share with you prayer level 3, the most powerful level, if you're ready. If level 2 is enough for you, feel free to skip ahead, but if your heart is saying yes, let's go deeper. What is level 3 prayer? Here's the miracle. Every day, you have thousands of moments to think, speak, and act. And if every moment carries a seed of gratitude, a loving prayer for the world, then each day, you're not just living, you're praying thousands of times through your very way of being. And the beautiful truth is, the universe records every single one. Not a single vibration is missed, no matter how small. Do this for one day, your energy shifts. Keep it up for 30 days, your vibration begins to touch higher realms. Turn it into a living spiritual lifestyle, and what others call miracles, for you, will simply become natural feedback from the universe. Turn your life into a living prayer. Level 3 prayer doesn't require sitting cross-legged or reciting long chants. You don't have to change your schedule. You just need to shift your consciousness while doing what you already do. When you eat, silently thank the universe, Mother Earth, the farmers, the cooks, and wish for all beings to be nourished too. When you spend money, whether it's a few dollars or a big bill, be thankful for your ability to pay and silently pray for those in need to also receive support. When you work, let your energy send out this invisible message. May everyone who feels lost find purpose and meaning in their work. You don't need to say it out loud, you emit it. You don't need rituals, you live like a prayer. Every action is a prayer. This is no longer about praying when you have time. It's about being in constant resonance with the universe. You eat, give thanks. You breathe, give thanks. You catch a blessing, give thanks. You help someone, give thanks. You see beauty, give thanks. And right after that, radiate this vibration outward. May everyone receive this blessing too. Simple, gentle, invisible, but infinitely powerful. Because when you send out hundreds, even thousands of prayers a day, you align with the energy of all living beings, nature, and the universe itself. The result? You no longer have to attract money. Money will find you, like light finds a candle. Daily prayer practice. If you want your prayers to be answered faster, if you want to be the kind of soul the universe trusts with abundance, practice this every day. Take 3 minutes of silence each day to connect inwardly. Use whatever language or sacred name feels right to you. God, Allah, the universe, source, divine. Always begin with deep gratitude. State your desires clearly and let your reasons come from the heart for service. Always expand the prayer. May this blessing be given not just to me, but to anyone else who needs it. And now, you've received the key to resonant prayer as a way of life. Promise me you'll use it. And if you've been praying for a long time but haven't seen results yet, maybe you're missing one vital piece. A powerful technique to reprogram your financial beliefs and send a clear signal the universe cannot ignore. In the next section, I'll share with you two powerful tools that have helped thousands shift their bank accounts using only words and imagination. Are you still with me? Good, because the most important things are often revealed at the end. Now, let's step into the third language, a way to place your order with the universe through affirmation, visualization, imagination. The universe doesn't respond to the language you speak, it responds to the frequency of your emotions, whether you speak English, Chinese, or Russian. If your vibration is aligned, if your feeling is clear, the universe understands what you're trying to say. For example, you say, "I want more money," but if inside you there is fear, doubt, or a feeling of lack, the universe doesn't hear "more money," it only feels, "I don't have enough." On the other hand, if you truly feel abundance, if you're happy and can feel wealth in your life, even in small things, the universe picks up on that vibration. In this part, I'll walk you through two important techniques. How to use unshakable affirmations to reprogram your beliefs about wealth. How to use visualization and imagination to step into the reality you desire. These two techniques will make your vision and affirmations feel real and 10x more effective, without the inner resistance that other methods often create. Here's something powerful. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. It only knows that if something is repeated often and paired with strong emotion, then it must be true. And it will work to make it happen in your reality. That's why affirmation and visualization have transformed millions of lives, from Olympic athletes to billion-dollar founders like Jim Carrey, Oprah Winfrey, and Elon Musk. Here is the unshakable affirmation technique, incredibly simple but highly effective. Write your specific financial goal, plus, "I believe I will achieve it as soon as possible." Example, I own $500,000 in cash in my account. I believe I will achieve it as soon as possible. I have $20,000/month in passive income. I believe I will achieve it as soon as possible. I've created a scholarship fund for underprivileged children. I believe I will achieve it as soon as possible. Repeat this at least 500 times a day. You can do it in your head, write it in a journal, record and listen to it while sleeping, or simply speak it out loud. The point is, repetition plus vibration equals transformation. This affirmation is completely different from typical goal-setting statements. It's crafted to bypass the one enemy of manifestation, subconscious resistance. Usually, if your current income is around $5,000 and you set a goal of $50,000/month, then saying something like, "I am a money magnet, I make $50,000/month," may sound powerful, but inside your mind will immediately say, "That's impossible. You're dreaming. How can you do that? You're struggling already." That's what we call inner conflict. Old beliefs about scarcity, self-worth, and limitation will instantly reject the new goal. And when this resistance repeats often enough, the new belief dies before it even grows. You give up and conclude, affirmations don't work. But the phrase I've given you is structured to gently bypass that resistance. It doesn't force, it doesn't create unrealistic expectations. It doesn't pressure your timeline. The mind doesn't fight back. The subconscious starts accepting, and within 7-10 days, you'll begin to notice your belief feels more stable. Intuition kicks in, whispering things like, "Call this person, start this project." New ideas and opportunities begin to appear. And most importantly, you start to believe that you can really achieve it as soon as possible. And when you believe 100%, you've successfully placed your order with the universe. Now, let's move to the second part, the visualization that makes your order arrive faster. This is the perfect day visualization technique. Yes, it takes a bit more time, but trust me, the impact is worth every second. Why? Because when you visualize exactly what one day of your dream life looks like, right after you've already achieved your financial goal, you're sending a vibrational blueprint to the universe. Here's the issue. Most people say they want more money, but they don't know how they want to live after they have it. That's why they don't receive it. It's like going into a restaurant and saying, "Just bring me something to drink." The waiter won't know what to bring, so your order gets skipped. Meanwhile, others who place clear orders get served. Clarity is power. Now close your eyes and imagine this. You've already achieved your biggest financial goal. You're no longer wanting, you're living in the state of already having. Answer these questions. The more specific, the better. Write them down. The clearer you are, the clearer the universe can respond. Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't worry about sounding unrealistic. Tell the universe the truth of your desire. What time do you wake up? What does your room look like? Who's the first person you see? What do you share with them? Where do you live? A city, countryside, or your dream place? What does your home look like? Design, style, feeling? How does your morning flow? What do you do first? With joy? What kind of work do you do? Who does it help? How do you feel while doing it? Who do you work with? What are they like? How do they make you feel? How much money do you earn each month? How do you use it for yourself and for others? What do you do in the afternoon? Rest, create, give back? How is your dinner? Who cooks? Who's at the table? What's the vibe? Before sleeping, what do you feel most deeply in your heart? If every day looked like this, who would you become? If you're not ready to write it all now, don't worry. I'll share a full list of 25 questions in the comments for you to download or save. Let me give you a sample visualization. A perfect morning after manifesting $1 and $50 K/month income. I wake up at 6:15 a.m., not from an alarm, just from the gentle morning light. Sunlight filters through the large windows. The air is fresh. I live in a peaceful suburb near Boulder, Colorado, surrounded by nature and kind people. Next to me is my partner, still sleeping calmly. We don't rush to work anymore. We've created a life of freedom, joy, and purpose. Our house isn't flashy, but it's modern, full of light, smells like natural wood, and feels like home. Outside on the balcony is my meditation chair, a few books, and a mint plant in bloom. I wash my face and step outside. I meditate for 10 minutes, grounding myself and giving thanks for the life I once dreamed of, that I now live. Then I grab my journal and write my next goal. I'm on my way to $100,000/month, doing work I love with people I trust. I believe I will achieve this as soon as possible. I repeat it 10 times, each time smiling as if it's already true. Then I make breakfast. Toasted sourdough, organic eggs, sliced avocado, 2 hot Americanos. My wife and I sit together, eating in peace. We no longer talk about bills. We talk about gardening plans, summer trips to Hawaii, and how to surprise our parents with thoughtful gifts. After breakfast, I start work. I run a small digital marketing business. I earn around $50,000/month from digital products, passive income, and strategic collaborations. Best of all, I only work 3 hours a day, and it feels easy. I sit at my desk, open my laptop, and feel grateful. I'm living my purpose, and it's helping others grow. After work, I walk my dog. I breathe in fresh mountain air. I feel the sunlight on my face. I smile. Because I know I'm living, I'm giving, I'm truly thriving. Now it's your turn. Write your own perfect day. Morning to night, a life that feels completely aligned with you. Don't copy anyone else. Don't try to sound successful. Just write what feels true for your soul. Write your perfect day in a notebook or phone. Read it once a day, best before bed or after waking up. Visualize it with all your senses. Sights, sounds, textures. Feel every sentence with emotion. Believe it. Repeat it daily. Combine these 2 tools, affirmation plus imagination, and you'll be amazed by how fast the universe responds. The third key: Placing your order with the universe through affirmation and visualization is now in your hands. Now, take a deep breath and gently set aside your worries about money. Forget, just for a moment, the questions like, how can I attract more money? When will money come to me? Because now, you're about to step into a different dimension where money, opportunities, and happiness no longer come from effort, from alignment. Alignment with what? Alignment with the very source of the universe itself. The fourth language, unconditional love and giving. Did you know? Every wave in the universe, from light to air to life itself, operates through generosity and love. The Bible says it clearly. All the law and the prophets hang on this. Love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22:40. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Proverbs 11:25. Love is not just a feeling. Love is the highest vibrational frequency, and giving unconditionally is the simplest way to connect with that frequency. In Buddhism, compassion is the path to enlightenment. In Islam, zakimut, giving to others, is one of the 5 sacred pillars. In Christianity, love and forgiveness are the heart of divine grace. Whoever you are, whatever your belief, or even if you don't follow a religion, when you live in a state of genuine love for others, no matter who they are, you are unifying with the divine. Because love never divides. Did you know? Bill Gates has donated over $50 billion to global causes, especially in healthcare and education. Warren Buffett, once the second richest man in the world, pledged to give away 99% of his wealth for the good of humanity. Mackenzie Scott, ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, gave away more than $15 billion in less than 3 years. Without a foundation, without media, just with faith in humanity. And here's what's amazing. When these people decided to give from the heart, they didn't become poorer. In fact, their sense of abundance became even deeper, and their influence on the world grew stronger than ever. You don't need to be a billionaire to give. You can send a kind message at the right moment, help someone carry something heavy, share your knowledge, your experience, your perspective. Listen to someone when they're feeling weak. Anything done from pure love becomes a golden vibration sent straight to the center of the universe, and in that moment, you are in energetic harmony with Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Krishna, Bill Gates, and every awakened soul. You are vibrating at the frequency of unconditional love. In the moment you truly love someone, you are healing yourself. In the moment you help someone, you unlock a new channel of abundance in your life. And when you live in this frequency, your desires will be answered, not through luck, but as a divine reward for a soul that knows how to live for others. So from today on, every day do at least one kind act without telling anyone. Each time you help someone, whisper silently, "May everyone receive this blessing too." When you see someone in need, help them, or if you can't, at least pray for them. When you feel anger towards someone, choose forgiveness, not because they deserve it, but because your heart deserves peace. And now, you've received the 4th key. Let's take the final step together in learning how to communicate with the universe. Method 5. The language of meditation and mindfulness. Pause for just a moment and breathe. Have you noticed you can go without eating for days? You can go without speaking for a week. You can even go without sleep or without laughing for a while. But you can't go without breathing. Because breath is the only continuous, unbroken thread connecting you to the universe. Every inhale, you receive energy from the sky and earth. Every exhale, you return energy back to the universe. You've been doing this since the moment you were born, and you will do it until your final moment in this life. When you become truly connected to your breath, to the very moment you are living in, you realize something miraculous. Everything, just as it is already enough. Meditation and mindfulness are not hard rituals. You don't need to sit cross-legged for hours. You don't need chants or gongs. Meditation and mindfulness are simply this: awareness, and you can practice it in the smallest things. When you pour water, silently thank the water. Feel its coolness. When you walk, notice your steps, the breeze on your skin, your heartbeat. When you work, pour your full attention into each task, each word, each email, as if it were a sacred mission. When you spend money, feel the abundance behind the action, not fear or lack about tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Instead, place your hand on your heart. Feel your first breath of the day. Whisper to yourself, "I am alive, I am grateful, I open to receive all that is good today." Because when you live in presence, without rushing, without control, that's when you begin to rewrite your life. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this journey. Now, everything you've learned, from gratitude to aligned prayer to affirmation and imagination to unconditional love and finally mindfulness, these are no longer separate tools. They are now united like the 5 petals of an energetic flower, opening a direct, sustainable channel between you and the universe. But there is one last thing, and it may be the most important. Let go. Trust completely. After all you've put out, you no longer need to control the outcome. Just like when you plant a seed, you don't watch it every second to see if it's sprouting. You simply know that it will grow, and you let it follow its natural rhythm. Everything in the universe works this way. It always takes time. The universe doesn't need you to check in on your desire. It just needs you to trust, to deeply know it is already on its way to you. It might come as a surprise gift, a business collaboration, a large unexpected order, a phone call that feels like destiny, an idea that flashes in just the right moment. All of those are replies. And if you feel that what I've shared resonates with you, if you feel this vibration is real, then share this message with someone you love. Because maybe the message you send today is the answer someone else has been silently waiting for. Thank you for believing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a messenger of these truths. And if you want to continue learning about the subtle languages of how to communicate with the universe, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Each week, I'll share practical, soulful lessons to help you not just attract wealth, but create a life of real abundance and joy from within. Drop a comment below. What part of this video touched your heart the most? And which method will you begin practicing today to align with the universe? I read every comment, and I truly look forward to walking with you in the journey ahead. See you in the next video.